Hey YouTube, Osmane9Slicer here. Uh, now that I have my Six Samurai deck shuffled, if you were watching my little rant there about priority regarding ignition effects, I was shuffling it then to get it all separated and all. Uh, so basically, here's my Six Samurai deck. Just to cover this also, I'm trying to focus primarily on the legendary Six Samurai. So yeah, there are certain cards you may not agree with, or you think that there are certain cards missing. Well, I'm just trying to focus on specifically the legendary Six Samurai, seeing as I like the concept behind them more than the Six Samurai. So first off, we've got two Zanji, which I hope to replace one day. Kind of doubt it, but I would like to. Then we have two Gazan. I know a lot of people suggest three. Uh, Three would be nice sometimes, but the extra room is what's more important to me than having three. Then we have two Iroh. Iroh and Zanji are specifically in here partially for the asceticism whole thing. If you're aware of that, if you're not, I'll explain later on. Then I have two Inishi, which I know a lot of you guys have said he's a bit of a piece of crap, but he has saved my butt quite a few times. And I'll also admit that there's been a few times where he's kind of fallen a little short to save my ass. But he's still worth running in my mind. Next up, we have three Mizuho. I know a lot of you guys know her as Red, but please at least stop being lazy and actually call these things by their names. Then you have two Shinai. I was running three initially when I had redone my deck, but I decided to take one out for something else, and I'll explain later. Next up is two Kagemusha. Then I have two Elder. If you're wondering, as far as the super rare one coming out, I might use it, but I most likely won't, considering the fact of, like, with Full Helm Knight with X-Apers, I really did not like the super. It looked like crap in my opinion. The card that replaced one of the Shinai would be one Shien Squire. And those of you who know why, good for you. I'll explain later if you don't. Next up, I run three Kageki, which I'm sorry I'm squirming around a little bit, but I got a little puppy here that can't seem to sit still and stop chewing on stuff. So I have to keep fighting her while I do the video. Next up would be Asceticism. Asceticism in this deck specifically works with Kazan and Zanji. They get out each other respectively. Then you have Iroh, Inishi, and Kageki that can get out each other respectively as well. Then you have Kagemusha and Elder that can pull each other out. Which, if I do the Kagemusha Elder thing, it's an instant Shien. So that's basically your plays as far as asceticism goes. Next up is Cunning. Then one Gateway, which I just want to say to those of you who are still trying to get that card banned, back off of it. Six Sams have been kind of hit kind of hard already, considering Gateway got put down to one, Shien Smoke Signal got put down to one, Shien got put down to one. And they really haven't been making that much of an effect as far as the competitive play since then. So just back off on it. Besides, my general rule of thumb from what I have seen for archetypes is they tend to only get hit 3 times. And that's 3 cards, not like 3 lists. It's 3 cards. So they've had their amount there, and they probably won't get hit again unless something massively broken comes out. Then we have one Reinforcement of the Army. The reason for the Squire, other than the protection ability, is the 2 Dojo. Then we have one Shien Smoke Signal. Most of you do want this card to get hit, and I can understand why, but I only run two, so Six Samurai United. It probably should have been semi-limited. I do agree with that, but I think Konami does follow a general rule of three as far as hitting archetypes. So I don't think they'll hit it again. Hit Six Sams for that. Next up is the two solidarities I run, and then I normally run three field spells, but I'm only running two temple, which has been working out really, really nice for me. As well, with temple in combination with solidarity, it just makes your monsters appear massive without actually really having to be massive. As far as the traps go, I run two compulses. Then I run two Magatama. This replaced my double-edged sword technique once Shien got hit, which is the Return of the Six Samurai. It's basically just a weaker version without the burn. So you're only getting one monster off of it, and it's still dying at the end of the turn, but you don't get burned. So it's helpful in all sorts of little ways. Then one Threatening Roar. As far as the main deck, yeah, that's it. Then for extra deck, one Shien, and that's it. Those of you that know me, I like to basically build as pure as possible to an archetype, unless that archetype has a big lacking of support. And Six Sams have plenty of support, and yeah, I would like to run more synchros because of the synchro potential in the deck, but most of the time, from what I've seen with other players, is 9 times out of 10 they have other options for their synchros, but they kept going for Shien because he was still always the best option most of the time. So Shien does it for me. I haven't entered the deck in the tournament lately, but it's done pretty well overall. So either way, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever. Just try to keep it positive. So, Oz89 Slicer signing out.